Yeah. Tommy Canley closing it out. Tommy Canley, baby. Johnny Brito out dueling Luis Castillo. The Yankees win again. Life is good right now. Last 2 days at the very least, that's good. And they're in a good position to sweep the series tomorrow. And it's really good to see this energy kind of come back with the Yankees, which is kind of nice. It's kind of nice. So I'm glad Beto's here. I'm glad Brito, got called up for the start, and it was all in all a good game. All in all, a good game. We'll box score in a second, but shout out to everybody in the chat. Be sure to hit that like button, gang, so we can celebrate winning this game and the series, which is nice. Anthony Pari's in here. Aiden Davila's here. Sean Browning. Yes, people are stepping up. I love to see it. Love to see it. Jonathan's here. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. My consigliere, Joel. My man is here as well. Yes, sir. Billy Branch is in the house too. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah, Calhoun. Yeah, look at that. Looks like I don't know if he strained his Achilles or groin or something, man. Something barked at him. So we'll see what happens. Wink the man's in the house. Brad Anderson is in the building. Yeah. All right. Who else we got here? The trade deadline doesn't look very promising. I don't know what the Yankees will. What do you mean doesn't look very promising, Brandon? It's too early to tell still. No. I think Judge will be back by the trade deadline. So yeah, Volpe had a big home run today. Big home run, baby. So we'll get to the trade deadline too. David Herrera's in the house. Tim King and Jordan's here in the building. Smash them likes, gang. Let's get them up. Let's celebrate this Yankee win. Yeah, NFV's in the building too. What is Train, my man? Steele's in the building too. Yes. Huh? Brito out dueling Castillo. And it's funny. I said yesterday, if they get on Castillo early, they can hold it down. It's exactly what they did. So I'm glad they did that. Really, really glad they did that. Castillo showing he's human. He's human. Still has a sub-3 ERA, but he's human. So Peter Risberg, Sunil is in the place. Yeah. Dev, Rob, yeah. Lorenzo, yeah. Risberg's here. Yankee Mike. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, it's a good time tonight. So good night to celebrate this shit, man. Eric Wallace, Hector Cruz. Yes. Shout out to all he is. Shout out to all he is, man. It's fantastic. So does Judge still play in the All-Star game? No idea, Lorenzo. No idea. I think his first objective is to get healthy. Forget the All-Star game. Get healthy. I don't give a damn if he plays in the All-Star game personally, but did I listen to Hal's? And I listened to Hal. It's a couple folks today, and if he interviews some other folks, and we'll get to that too. I put out a video earlier because I do think Cashman, to a lot of degrees, is running interference with for Hal. But again, Hal's also saying some things that have truth in it too. So Brian Holbrook's here. Yeah, Brewfair CT of Connecticut. What's up? Ed Matera's here too. Yeah, McKinney, Billy McKinney. Donaldson count that. You know what? It's crazy. Like, if you, and we'll say this again, like, the only way the Yankees are not going to eat all the money for Donaldson is if they trade him. But I can't see anybody wanting to trade for him. Why would you? I mean, you can just wait for a DFA and then a release and then pick him up for coins on the dollar if somebody wants that. So, my guy, Tim King, what's good? Hello, Andre. How are you? So, I think at some point, and I've said this a couple times, the Yankees are looking for a reason to sell or justify DFAing Josh Donaldson. So they don't look. I mean, everybody thinks it's a huge mistake anyway, and blah blah blah. So Ryan Beck is here too. What's up, baby? What's up? Yeah. If Willie's hurt and Peraza gets, I wonder who gets called up. I wonder who gets called up if they put Calhoun on the IL. I really wonder that. Now I'm going to keep this open here to see if we get any news in Yankee land. Now, we'll box score this bad boy too. Let me put it up here. Let me put it up. Where's this guy? Where's the score? 4-2 Yankees. 4-2. So, Bowers, 1 for 2 with a homer. IKF 0 for 1. Gleyber Torres 0 for 3. Willie Calhoun 1 for 3 with a walk and a K. And he limped. He came up ginger on that last play there. Rizzo 0 for 3. John Donaldson 0 for 4. Batting a solid 133. Harrison Bader 0 for 4. Billy McKinney 2 for 3 with a home run. Kyle Gashoko 0 for 3. And Anthony Volpe 1 for 2 with a home run as well. His 10th home run of the year. He's got 15 stolen bases too. So he's on his way to like a 20 home run, 30 stolen base season. It's not that bad for a rookie. So Johnny Brito went 5 2/3, 2 hits, no runs, 3 strikeouts. Jimmy Cordero, a clean inning in a third. Wandy Peralta, 2/3, but he gave up a run. Michael King, also 2/3, gave up a run. So, and then Tommy Kahnle came in and closed this thing out, showing again that this boy can perform in the ninth inning. So now let's get to just a couple of moves that happened recently. So today. So first of all, Oswald Peraza is out of the lineup for second straight game. They're running tests. They don't know if it's an injury or what. So I'll keep you updated on that. But there's a couple of moves that the Yankees made. We already know that they optioned out Matt Crook. He's officially back in Scranton now for Johnny Brito. They put Franchi Cordero today on a 7-day IL. Blas Castano, who's a right-handed pitcher, been promoted to the Double-A Somerset. And those are the moves right now. So a couple of corresponding moves in here and there. But I'm sure someone actually, let me check this too. So let's see if the Yankees have it. Generally, it takes probably half an hour after a game for them to decide on a move that they're going to make. I'm sure they're trying to figure out what the hell happened with Willie Calhoun. So I don't see any moves yet. Andres Chaparro had his 13th home run, 430 feet today. So he had 2 yesterday. So that boy's on fire again too. Estevan Flores got 18 home runs. 18 freaking home runs, man. He must be doing a lot of push-ups, man. I'm telling you, man. Nothing yet. But my guess is they might, they might do put Willie Calhoun in the IL and bring up somebody. So I think. But we can go for sweet Texas. Buckeye King of Texas is in the building too. My man, Michelle Morales. How are you? Brito, yeah, he got it together. He outdueled Luis Castillo. And that's not an easy thing to do, especially as a rookie. So I like it. King I think he's gassed, Steven. His velocity is not the same. I think he's gassed from a little bit overuse. So, which is why I think a trade for another reliever at the trade deadline would be a wise idea, or now would be a wise idea. They might call up Florial. I mean, Calhoun's an outfielder, so they might call up an outfielder. So, yeah, I mean, his velocity and his movement is really not there, Tim. I think it's overuse, but we'll see. We'll see. Wandy Peralta's gas too. Yes, he is, Texas. Yes, he is, Sean. This is what happens. I did that video like a couple days ago on the use compared, like this year compared to what they did last year. It's pretty obvious that a couple of these guys are going to far exceed what they did last year in terms of workload. So, Ian Hamilton started his rehab assignment on Sunday, NFE. And I'm guessing he's probably scheduled this weekend or the following, sometime next week, to be back at the major league team, which would be fantastic. Another reliever, a good reliable arm. We could use it. So, but yeah, I don't know, Jonathan. It's really Florial's probably the question of the day, right? So I mean, there's a lot of folks that want him up and a lot of folks that don't want him up. So it's crazy. It really is crazy. But like, this is crazy production from him. And yeah, I think a lot of folks, Andre, thought we were going to lose that game with Luis Castillo on the mound. So, and Brito. So, but we didn't. So it's fantastic. They want a team to take Florial. Yeah, they do. Or add him to a trade. Tommy Kahnle, his best in his career historically, his best inning pitch is always the ninth inning. So, Mike, don't be surprised if he gets more closing opportunities. So hard. I don't think it'll be that hard to trade away Gleyber. Somebody will pay for him. I think that's a bad away or something like that. And I mean, Peraza replace Donaldson. Well, it depends. If they trade Gleyber, I'm replacing Gleyber with Peraza. So Peraza can replace either one of these guys pretty easily. So yeah, we need Hamilton, man. we definitely need him, NFE. Yeah. But this is just like I did see the interview. I mean, what was your takes on the interview? Okay, and some of the other folks today. They were asking about the hair policy. They're asking about what are they accountability and this and that and like what's your take? And again, it's kind of it does. I mean, not that I believe what everything he says, but it really is hard to argue that when the Yankees get healthy, they play a lot better because they did that last month. So it just has to be considered at the very least. Yeah, Billy, they got to him early, man. I think that's what they needed to do. I really do. If you do that, you get on him. You get a couple runs on him, and the opposing pitcher holds him down. That's the way to get to Castillo because he doesn't give up a lot of runs. He only gave up 3. So, and then Volpe hit that home run off the other guy. So, all right. So it's Calhoun's quad. All right. So he's probably going to go in the IL. Not that we know of, Texas. Not that we know of. Not that we know of. And Joel, my consigliere, thank you so much, my man. I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you. Thank you. He did say he's not happy with the team after the Boston. Yeah, he did. He did. But I mean, a lot of folks think he's just going to unload these contracts and that easily. It's not that easy. It's not that easy. So and it's just they're not playing well here, and the teams aren't going to want to trade for them. So it's harder to move these things and just eat all that money. Even though the Yankees have eaten money before, they don't like to do it. So I don't think any team does. Asking about the tanking, he said they weren't going to tank either. So and yeah, I mean I don't think they're going to tank. Doesn't make any sense for them to tank. And tanking for them has to be, DFL, dead freaking last. Like you get high draft picks. That's tanking for the Yankees. So DFA Donson convinced Stanton to go to LA and get some pitching, trade toys, bring in Peraza. I mean, if you can convince Stanton to go to the Dodgers, I'd be shocked. But, you know, as much as I wanted him to get his 500th home run here, because he's almost at 400 right now, it's becoming more far-fetched right now. So it's becoming less of a reality. I wish it was not true, but I feel that way now. Cal doesn't know why fans are upset and says only third week is well. This is true too. I take responsibility. I mean, I say that too. It's early. So many people saying they're done. They're not done. They're not done. So, um, I mean, it's only the third week in June, yes, but I mean, you can't fault players for fans for being upset at this point. So, I mean, it's there. There's a lot of fans are frustrated and all this stuff. So, yeah, I did hear that. So, I mean, I agree with him and I agree with the fans at the same time. So, tanking that, yeah, I don't think they have a tank, Sean. Yes, I asked about the trades they made. Yeah, I mean, they haven't made any yet this year, but I mean, you know, like the Twins, that trade was not, was crap with IKF and um, Work Vet and all those folks. It's, you know, uh, yeah, I mean, they haven't made great trades recently, that's for sure. But I mean, I think we can pretty much all agree that Cashman's doing exactly what Hal wants. So he's doing what Hal wants, and but they do need to play better. That's for damn sure. They got to win games. Well, exactly, too, Bill. Yeah, I mean, give a politically correct game. That's it. What else do you expect from him? That's what you're going to get from Hal because he's a corporate lawyer, corporate guy, corporate owner. So, and that's what you generally get from these guys. You know what I mean? So does the narrative around this team change if we sweep the M's and at minimum take? I mean, I don't know. I mean, what's like? This is the thing. Like, so many people think they dictate the narrative, right? And I mean, there's so many different narratives out there. There's one side saying they're done, they're not doing anything, they suck. There's the other side saying be patient, hang in there. Like, so there's so many different takes on this scenario, if you know what I mean. Like, and like, who gets to dictate the narrative is the question. But I mean, to me, if they sweep the M's and take 2 out of 3 from Texas Rangers, that's a good series for the Yankees. I'm happy to see it, and they are getting a little bit healthier and getting some guys back. So I think maybe the energy is a little bit higher on this team right now. So, and again, both those teams are ahead of Houston. So that to me is a good series. You could beat, win the Rangers series and win the Mariners series. That's a good series right there. I mean, it's a good homestand. Really, really good. So, what do you think the narrative is, Sunil? Is the question, right? So that's the key too. It's crazy, but it's true. Um, his father, he reminded me like Vince Lombardi. Like he hated losing more than he loved winning. He wore his emotions on his sleeves. Did he make the right moves all the time? No, but you knew that this man loved his team. He loved being a Yankee owner. Loved turning him into a dynasty. Like you can't really say the same thing about how they're cut from a different cloth. Same DNA but different cloth. So they do things differently, which is it's unfortunate, right? All right, Anthony Park, get some rest, my man. Or charge that phone, dude. Always good to have you on, buddy. Yeah, rain predicted for tomorrow, and then rain predicted for the next like 3 days, right? Or 4 days, which sucks. I hope so too, Ed. I saw that. It's looking pretty. It's gonna be pretty wet the next 4 days. What was that overturn on the home plate there? Rangers game today, Texas. I haven't seen the highlights yet of the Rangers game, so I don't know. I have to look at it, and I'll get back to you on that one, Texas. And I mean, if it's an overturn on home plate, it's probably a safe out call, right? Or out called. So I'm guessing, but let me check out, and I'll give you some insight on it, Texas. Never like Niffin one if no one's. I mean, it was hard for them to say not to not take Stanton. He was coming off his 59 home run season, relatively healthy, and we just won the MVP, and they got him, quote unquote, on the cheap. So yeah, how's a businessman exactly? And Cashman is great at helping him maximize his business profits. So there's no doubt about it. And yeah, Rodon signing was an opponent. Yeah, you might be right, that Tim King. Tim King. Now we need him to perform. Well, they wanted him before that. We don't know if they still want Stanton, but if they did, it might be something worth talking to them about. Yeah, Florial's not on the 40 man, so they will have to make a corresponding move for that. That's right. That is right, ATX Patriot, 100%. So they will have to make a move to get him on the 40 and then the 26. So I also goes to New York to see a game. My husband might have been. Don't be scared. New York City is a metropolis. It's a diverse. It's fun. A lot of diehard fans. So you'll be fine in New York City. You will be fine. It's a huge city, yes, but you'll be fine. Cornell had one of theirs like so. Yeah, this is true. Him and his dad went tank. True. How many more years do the Yankees have with Torres this year and next year? He's a free agent in 2025, so they still have a year and a half with him, Toby. Year and a half. Yeah, we beat the race tonight, Michael, which is awesome. Which is awesome. Guys like Howard never come on and and say we suck, Boone sucks, Donaldson sucks. We a great team for us. No, of course he wouldn't. I mean, I don't think anyone would do that anyway. So, but true, Jim King. Yeah, it's a good point, brother. Harper said to be free agent next year. Yeah, I know. I know what you're saying, Steven. They also got him for like 100 million cheaper than Harper cost too. So I mean, I get it from both sides. I would have loved Harper. My God, he was one of my favorite players. I would have loved him here. Narrative amongst the fans and yeah, I mean it's. I think it's the type of information they're getting from the sources. Who are their fans' sources, and what are they getting fed? Right. So so I think again, there's a bunch of different. I think there's different narratives. So I think the people who continue to feed them negativity, I think they'll be like, okay, good, but you're waiting for the next bout of negativity. So I think the other side, I think people will be happy that they'll do it, and hopefully they'll continue to build it moving forward. But it's like the same. It's almost the same type of stuff to accept or expect from either side, right? So Like, you know what to expect from these guys, you know what to expect from these folks in terms of the sources of information, right? And but again, I mean, if the Yankees win that many games, it's really hard to complain. That would be 5 out of 6. That would be that's a nice stretch. So I'd be happy, and I wouldn't look for reasons to not be happy. You know what I mean? Volpe, yeah. I mean, look, Volpe's batting average will come up little by little, but he comes through. He comes through again. So, yeah. I mean, yeah, Michael. It's like, I mean, I said this recently. If you're not going to hustle, they're going to bench you. You know, you're not going to be focused. They're going to bench you. They have to. So, I mean, I really do. Yeah, I mean, I think they would look to trade Stanton if a team looked to acquire him in a trade. I really do. Damn right, Lance. We got to get healthy and play Yankee baseball and hopefully win a World Series. 100%. 100%, man. But yeah, Michael, how's about making money? I think first, and then running a baseball franchise second. You know, and when you're making boatloads of money, it's easy for you to say how much you love the team, right? So, yeah, this looks like a different team that got swept by the Red Sox. Yeah, 100%, man, 100%, Billy. We got 39 likes, 79 people here. Can we get over 50 likes and even 60 really quickly? Anybody hasn't hit that like button, please do. Let's just show that you're happy with these last 2 wins. Cole's dominance yesterday. We beat Luis Castillo today. That is awesome. That's awesome. So, and Burrito was really good tonight. Really, really good. So it's nice to see. Tomorrow, Michelle, let's have a look here. Who the pitching matches tomorrow? I think it's Domingo Herman. But let's make sure. Let me pull up what we got here. I mean, it's it's almost like a crapshoot in the playoffs, right? So never really know. They can get eliminated in the first round. They can go to the ALCS, even the World Series. So tomorrow it's Brian Wu versus Domingo Herman. Brian Wu is 0-1 with a 7.30 ERA, 20 strikeouts, 2 walks. Domingo Herman 4-4 with a 4.30 ERA, 65 strikeouts and 23 walks. So that's the matchup tomorrow. And yeah, keep this offense. You're damn right, man. Damn right. Yeah, it'd be really curious to see. And he's a good defender, Florio. Yes, he is. He's got good defense and instincts in the outfield. He's fast. So, and it would be nice to see if it call him up and he'll actually start producing and playing well. A really good boost of confidence for him too. So, to George losing Game 7 of World Series. Oh yeah, yes it was. Yes it was. Oh, I mean, George was a completely different beast. Completely different beast. So, 3 open spots on 4 men. You might be right, Beck. You might be right because we are missing some dudes. So, but yeah, I would, if you're gonna call Flory, I'll call some of these guys. Give them a legitimate chance to play. Sit them in there for a while. You put them in the lineup for a while, not just 1 game or 2 game, and expect them to be out of worldly. And then when he's not, you send him down. Like, come on, be fair with the guys you're gonna call up. All right, let's be honest about that too, guys. Hal said there was no way to making a Jeter gave away. Yeah, this is true. Jeter, he took Stalin Castro, took money. Like, they also agreed to add $30 million to the trade, which they're going to pay in the next 3 years. After the season, they pay $10 million a year of Stanton's salary. So, which is fantastic. Toby, pleasure. Do we get I think that's the $1 million question, Sports Time Machine. Do you get Peraza? Do you get Estevan Flora? Because Calhoun's an outfielder. So my guess they're going to try and replace him. Since Oswaldo Cabrera's not up here either, my guess they will probably replace him with an outfielder. But I don't know. We'll see, right? That's going to be an interesting one. The better bet to get the Padres is Soto. I mean, I would take Soto personally. But I mean, they are both high-end hitters, so no doubt about it. I would take Soto personally. So, Well, yeah, yeah, they notice too. They make a lot of revenue, a lot of money, and that's very important to them, the Yankees. So yeah, it's gonna rain like a week straight, Andrea. Hopefully, it's not that accurate. Hopefully, the Weather Channel's getting this wrong. Oh, this will never happen. Would a judge trade for Clayton Kershaw? Gonna trade? Clayton Kershaw is probably gonna retire after this year, so I would not trade Judge for Kershaw. Um, Yeah, maybe 7 years ago, something like that. Like Tim King said, that back in the day, yes, but not now. Kershaw, I think, is 34, 35, probably again in his last year. So it's really hard. It would be really hard to match up a trade for Judge. Really, really hard. Uh, yeah, guys got to make sense, right? I mean, we got to take care of themselves with these storms, too, yeah. Yankees batting coach needs to establish a Mr. Miyagi sense of authority with Donaldson. Look, I. Always look, I. Come back tomorrow. Right, Sunil? Yeah. This would never happen, but if the Mets became sellers, would you do a Robertson Verlander trade? David Robertson and Justin Verlander? Probably not. Tim King. Probably not. Change a hitting coach and then get back to base. I mean, theoretically, yes. Stephen B. Yeah. You could see Chaparro getting called up if Peraza's hurt. Oh. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Mm-hmm. Well, exactly. Don't call the kids up to only to ride the pine. If you're going to call these kids up, don't just make them sit. You got to play them. You know? Would I send Volpe down and bring up Peraza? Nope. I don't want to replace Volpe with Peraza. I don't think it's good. I want them both to be up here at the same time. I wouldn't, Toby. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, Kershaw retired dog. Yeah, I think he will. Yeah, Judge is not given a full no trade. Yeah. Yep. 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 Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's what's his name? Hang on a second here. Uh, what is his name? Pull him up really quickly here. Yeah. Yes, I got to give a shout out to the boys at Fireside Yankees because they brought up. It reminded me of a guy I wasn't even thinking about, Lane Thomas. He's a 27-year-old outfielder from the Nationals. Good contact skills, good defender. He's got a good arm. He's a free agent until 2026. Okay, and just a basic rundown on the stats. I mean, again, this could be a guy that they could plug in the left field. 11 home runs, batting 290, with a 1.9 WAR. So that would be a good fit. And I don't think he'll cost a boatload of money. If you can get a guy like that with controllable years, for that decent production for left field, I think it's a good one. So shout out to the boys at Fireside Yankees for talking about him today. So thank you. Good. That's a good intel right there, man. It's a good one. Yeah, I mean, Volpe's doing better than a lot of the Yankees. Exactly, Beck. Better than a lot of Yankees stud players. Yep. Yep. Mercies. Thank you. That's right. That's right. All right. You remember that, Sunil? You remember that terrible part? Karate Kid 2? Brutal ass part. Beginning and the end of Karate Kid 2? Good lord, with the nose squeeze. Franchi and Pereira are the only outfielders on the 40 man. That's a good point too, Patriot. Michelle, have a wonderful night. Yeah, Volpe was nice tonight. I'm happy to see it again. He saw a big smile on his face. Get that good hit. He was feeling good about himself. So, you know, I'm happy that he did that. So, he's done. Lost never shows that Donnie Lawrence. I mean, Cashman Steinbrenner turn. You might be right. um, Yeah, I mean, Volpe's arm, like when the score goes up to 80, his arm profile's at a 40 or 50. Peraza's profile is like 60 or 70. So Peraza is a better fit at shortstop in terms of throwing to over to first base. Volpe to me seems more like a more natural fit at second base. And I think them that would be a great double play tandem right there. Double play tandem would be crazy. Making it easier to move somebody like Torres, DFA Donaldson, or whatever you want to do. So, you know, you watched the call, and it was the rule 601. They called correctly, then reversed in New York. That's good to know. Texas Buckeye, good. That's good intel. It's good intel, Texas. Thank you for that. Yeah, Danielson, dude's a lady killer, man. He was a lady killer. Yeah, I would do the same. I would give Volpe time. You know, I don't know about the overrated thing, Lewis, but you're entitled to that. Peraza has not been in the lineup for the last 2 days, so they're trying to come to some kind of figuring out what's wrong with him. So, but yeah, Peraza and Volpe at second, sure would be tremendous. It really would be tremendous. So, um, interchange short and second. Yeah, they would. Yeah, they would. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna see if Volpe's no Gold Glover when I tell you. See where it's higher than the previous year. Yeah, he's solid with the glove. I mean, he's good. I think Peraza is super elite, but he's got an incentive too, Volpe, man. Yeah, to do well here, man. He really, really does. I mean, they want him to stay here, so I'm glad that he's kind of coming through little by little. So, my friend, the King of Texas, thank you, sir. Appreciate that too. Your insights are fantastic and always, always appreciated. Yeah, yeah. I mean, to me, Praz is a more natural fit at short. The best defender at shortstop in the whole entire system, majors and minors. So, and Volpe, he to me profiles more like Pedroia than he does Jeter. So, and again, he's got great intangibles. He's got fire, speed, aggressiveness, as does Peraza. You have both of these guys that could be your stealing bases and moving guys over, driving folks in. Like you could do a lot with these guys here. I mean, honestly, you really, really could. No, you might be right too, Patriot. They won't do anything with Donaldson until DJ's back on track. That's a good point too, right? Sports Talk Channel. What's up, man? What's going on? Yeah, Burrito was nice today. Got to give it to him. Burrito was nice. No, Volpe swing a little bit. He's got sometimes has too much uppercutting, especially late in the count. He turns into uppercuts. So Altuve, yeah, I mean Altuve is an elite bat. No, um, Yankees mysteriously turn this around and win it all. I'm going chicken piccata, Sunil. Piccata, baby, piccata. I like parm, but I love piccata. What's up? What's up? Hmm. Yeah, I'm telling you, Praz and Volpe combo up the middle, baby. That's a good middle infield. Boy, I tell you, if Praz was to come up and see, do you put him in Volpe back in? Maybe, maybe it's not a bad idea at all. I like that actually. I'm putting back in front. Yeah, almost like directly helping each other directly. Kind of what do you call it? Linked together. So that sounds like a good idea. Praz and Volpe. Praz eighth, Volpe ninth, something like that. Yep. Yep. Yeah, a lot of folks want Donaldson gone. It's surprising. I mean, he was getting booed every at bat today. Again, I mean, it's no surprise batting 130. So, and before that double play was even run, that turned out to not be a double play. He was getting booed almost outside the box, right out the box. So that sucks. You can see Praz hitting 9 and Volpe leading. I could see that too, running back. I could see that. Yeah. I think it would be a nice um, opportunity for these guys to come up here. Peraza and some of these other folks. Volpe had Castillo distracting through me. Yeah, yeah. They took advantage of Castillo today. Made a couple of mistakes, and they took advantage of it. I mean, can't really be upset about that. So it made me happy. Yep, they have speed, exactly. Base stealers, contact hitting. They can drive the ball everywhere. They're aggressive, and they both, are good in the field. And you'd have a super elite shortstop with Peraza. So I would take it. Willie said he expects to go on IL. Now let me see here. Let's see, just in case anything's happened. Let's have a look. Let's have a look here in Yankee World. Nothing yet. No. No, nothing yet. Nothing yet. Yeah, the bats were patient. Yep. They waited for the right pitches. Yep. Yep. They drew walks, which is they don't always do. So, yeah, the A's are brutal. The A's are brutal. 37 games under 500. My God. Every team in the AL East is over 500, by the way. That just goes to show you how tough our division is. Yeah, exactly, Bills. Stop the booze. Yeah. He's lucky that second baseman threw that ball away. No. Willie Calhoun Quai said he expects to go down on IL. Said he had a similar injury a few years back and needed a PRP. Missed 3 to 4 weeks. Okay. At least they have guys that they could replace Willie with. So hopefully it's not that bad. 95 pitches in 4 innings for Castillo, right? Yeah. What's the name of the kid that you heard from somebody that could be a big help? What's his name? Lane Thomas from the Nationals. If he's after the game, expects to go on. Okay, no surprise. I mean, they could fill in for Willie Collins. They could do that. Yeah, that's not an economic game for Castillo. So I'm glad he had an off day a little bit against us today. I am glad that happened. So, but yeah, once we get Rodon back, once we get Judge back, this team will have a different vibe. I think they'll be feeding off each other a hell of a lot better than they are now. So that excites me. That really excites me. And they need it, man. They really, really need it. It helps. They need guys to get locked in. They need to stay focused. They need to execute the plan. They need to play just patient baseball because a lot of these teams can beat, and they need to beat them, right? So you gotta stop with the excuses and the other baloney. Just play, win, be gamers. So, the guy from St. Louis, are you talking about Tyler O'Neill? Emilio? Sounds like they might be looking into him. So, and MRI is quad tomorrow. Okay, all right. Yes, you can, Ryan. Yes, you can. Fifth starter, Corey Dickerson. Yeah, I mean, maybe Dickerson, maybe. But Tyler O'Neill's. I mean, he's 27. He's got power. He's got another year after this year, so it wouldn't be strictly a rental or a short-term rental. And Wall next year, and he's got a penchant for pretty solid defense. And when he gets his mechanics well and his swing on point, he's got a pretty powerful swing too. So new bars, yeah, I mean new bars will cost quite a bit, but it's definitely worth looking into. So there's no doubt about it. Lars new bars, Higgy and Trevino are good game callers. I mean, they really are. Yeah, and the A's do suck right now, sports talk. They suck. I see Tyler O'Neill more than I do Lars. Just like I see Giolito more than I do DC Dylan Cease from the White Sox. When do you think Rodon? Well, his next rehab start is Sunday, Yankee Mike, and then apparently he's got one or two more after that. So early July. Early July. Prime time. Yeah. These games are. I mean, it sucks that not everybody gets to watch them on all the networks and whatnot. So you get Prime TV, you get Peacock, you get this, you get that. Some people are always blocked with something, which sucks. So, you know, President out soreness, just reported by Connor Falling teams helping out. Okay, I'll take soreness as long as it's not an injury. As long as it's not an injury. And I mean, he just hit his. Well, he's hitting 19 straight games. He just hit his. I think it's 10th home run as well. So he's doing pretty well. Matt Carpenter, San Diego. Yeah. Yep. He's on a pretty damn deep roster over there in the Padres. So, and hopefully he gets some playing time, more playing time. Yeah, they're on Peacock too the rest of the way. So that's kind of nice, Sunil. But yeah, we got ESPN, we got this, we got that. It's like it's nonstop, a new network playing a game or streaming a game. It's ridiculous. So, yeah, Billy McKinney, looking good, put himself in play, and because I know a lot of these guys don't want to be replaced by somebody at the major league level from another team. They want to continue to play, especially if they're playing well. How can you not want to play well? So, yeah, back. So just comes back to be happy with both of you. Damn right, I'll take that. NFA, yeah, man. I'm with you there, brother. 100%. All these different. Peacock tomorrow, you need Amazon TV the next day. You need this one. You need how many networks do you need for you to watch one team? It's ridiculous, right? It's ridiculous. Just want to watch our favorite team, man. Just nuts. Fix the sound where, Luis? Mike, can you all hear me? Can you guys hear me? I don't have a mic on right now. Took the mic out. Yeah. All right. Good. Hal's on. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Hal did some interviews today. He did a couple of today, and I think yesterday as well. So, all right. So we're good now. It sounded good. Well, it must have been. I mean, every now and then it gets a little scratchy. We get a little service, interruption, but we're all good. Moving around. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah. I'm in this hard plastic seat, so in the sunroom, so I have to, kind of get into a comfortable spot. And sometimes it takes a little while. Spotify, shoddy. All right, we're good. I'm gonna wrap it up in a minute or two anyway, so let y'all go. But okay, I mean, we have won two in a row now. I'll take it. It increases the chance of us sweeping them tomorrow. I like our chance with Domingo Herman in there. Um, and then what do we have after that? We have Texas after that. So can hear a little bit. Sounded like I was on helium. I'm definitely not taking helium, that's for sure. So I would go Torres for Thomas. Maybe what you have done. Thomas. Who's Thomas? All right, who are you talking about? Torres for Thomas. Sebi for Larson Hicks. There you go, Emilio. Larson Hicks. All right, I got 62 likes. Can we get to 75 really quickly? Oh, Lane Thomas. Yeah, I mean, they might not even need to give up Torres for Lane Thomas. They could probably get him for some prospects. So, I mean, that way you can potentially move Torres for pitcher. Well, a nice, controllable reliever. I mean, Lane Thomas sounds like another good candidate too. He really does. So, again, shout out to Fireside for bringing that guy to the table. Well done. Yeah, it is, Joe. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, they're the ones that are just maximizing and profits everywhere they can, right? It's crazy how much they milk people just to watch them. So, Beck, Oh God. Oh man. You're crazy, bro. You're crazy. NFE, man, always a pleasure. Love having you here too. I will wrap it up in a minute as well. Sevy and Sweeney for long. Well, Hicks is on a different. Oh, you mean Jordan Hicks, the reliever? Hmm. I wonder if St. Louis would do that trade because they would have to extend Sevy as well. They would probably want to keep him and extend him. So I'm really curious. Uh, that sounds an exciting. I think that'd be a win for the Yankees, that trade. So Cortez be ready for fifth star spot. Yeah, I mean, getting Cortez and Rodon back it will be a nice boost. Will be a really nice boost. So, and yeah, yes, dude, this is a baseball channel. People come and talk baseball apart. You know that. So we love it. We love talking baseball. We love talking Yankees. Exactly, Steven. And I think the team. So let me put this up. You get starter and a reliever for Torres plus a prospect. The team to do it is probably the White Sox. You can get Giolito and either Joe Kelly or Liam Hendricks or Garrett Crochet or Aaron Bummer. You know, the two lefty guys, Crochet and Bummer, have multiple controllable years. Joe Kelly, I think, has one more year. Hendricks this year, next year. So, but you can get if you can execute a trade like that. I think the White Sox are the best position team to do a multiplayer trade with. So, yeah, freaking Rob Manfred. You know, do I think Cole? He's here. I mean, his just to be clear, folks, they have an opt out in his contract, but the Yankees can void the opt out by adding another year to his contract. For those that don't know, so they can automatically void his opt out by adding a year. And I think at the same contract too. So it would be another 36 million. So Beck, you're a legend, dude. Yeah. Oh man. Oh dude, you're the man. I doubt he can't leave the Yankees, Ollie. If he tries to, they will void the opt out with by adding another deal. So it's kind of he does it's not really an opt out. So which is great. So exactly right. Yeah, they can void his opt out by adding another deal. I mean, excuse me, adding another year to his contract. So his opt out's really not an opt out, but it's a way of saying I'm going to leave and getting them to basically trigger another year to his contract, which is not a bad thing right now. The way he's pitching, so he's our ace. He really is our ace. So, and I want him here. Well, and yeah, you did say it, Sunil. I mean, he's not exactly. Got to protect Cortez and either make him long relief or fifth starter or do see what you can get for him in the trade. Uh, yeah, I don't think they're gonna let him opt out anyway, Steven. Exactly. Yeah, Cole. I don't think we'll be saying goodbye to him anytime soon. Until he retires, he's gonna retire. So, and I want him to win a World Series here. I want him to win a Cy Young here. I'd love him to throw a no hitter too. So we'll see what of those three, how many he accomplishes. You know, well, exactly, Ryan. Yeah, this is true, Beck. 10 years. Yeah, got nine, and this is a way of getting his 10th year now. And being about halfway through the contract, so it's rather than voiding it and getting another 10-year deal like the Padres just did with Manny Machado. This is a way of just adding 1 year instead of adding 5 more years. Um, and but yeah, I expect to keep Cole here and having a healthy Rodon, hopefully a healthy Nestor, and like all the rest of these guys lined up. It's the makings of a really good rotation. So, and I'll leave you all with that. So calling the sign of announcement. Yeah, Cole's gonna be a lifer here. I love the man. Love him, love him, love him. So, and so do I, Texas. More finger wagging. Got that right. Yeah, the manager did that to him yesterday, and he went right back at the manager. That's that fire like to see here in our ace. Absolute fire. He's our guy to protect. But have a great night, everybody. Really. Hit them like buttons if you don't mind on the way out. Let's try to get to 100 likes. Let's show our love for Johnny Brito today in the Yankees. Billy McKinney, Jake Bowers, Anthony Volpe. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. So, Peraza has something. You're on it tonight, Beck. Oh my God. All right, 63 likes. Let's try to get to 75. Have a great night. Peace and love. Appreciate all of you for your support, your comments, and everything else. Yeah, Dikembe Mutombo. Yeah. Have a great night too, Joe, my consigliere. And peace and love to all of you. We'll be back tomorrow for lineups, news, post games. And for those that are basketball fans, tomorrow night's the NBA draft. So I do think the Knicks are going to make a trade before the draft. So, but have a great night, everybody. Thank you. Talk to y'all tomorrow.